Hey everybody, welcome back to another Classics Are Better. I'm Travis, and today is a good day. This dude is getting a two-post lift. Hell yeah. Okay, y'all, so cat's out of the bag. I bought a giant two-post lift to go right over here. So I just spent the evening getting everything put over to the side. Just got to stay in the shop and get my cars and my truck put outside. So in the morning, upgrade. Lift is installed. Victory. So I ended up going with a Derek Weaver W-Pro10 two-post overhead lift here, and it's supposed to have a 10,000 pound weight limit, and it's certified. And then down here, these are asymmetrical. So I got the arms out just to kind of show you what an asymmetric lift is, or what I meant by that. Essentially, this arm is longer than this one. They just kind of telescope in and out or whatever, but it lets you park the car with your door a little bit further back so you can get in and out easier. If these are both the same length, like a symmetric lift, then you would have to your door would be even with your post, and you'd have to even smaller space to squeeze out. I'm not a tiny guy, so I went with the asymmetric. So the lift did come with these spacers to put underneath the lift pads on each of the arms. Now stock, it came with these just solid, no moving pads that just go on the end right here. I upgraded to the circle spin pads, which are threaded with a screw below, so you can kind of go up and down about 2 inches and just really dial everything in. So that plus the spacers, and you should be able to lift kind of whatever you want to. So only thing I have left to do is I got to come over here and finish the wiring and tie it in to my electric box over here. So quick lowdown on Weaver equipment that makes Derek Weaver lifts. They were established in '84. They are a North Texas based company. I like that their warehouse was over in Roanoke, and I think their headquarters was like in Fort Worth somewhere. But they were super cool, easy to deal with on the phone. It does suck that since I got the black lift with the yellow arms, I had to wait an extra 6 weeks just because of all the COVID, China shipping nonsense, blah, blah, blah. This lift does come in red and blue as well, but I like the black. It just matched, you know, my shop and my decor a little bit more. So two neat things they include with it is a full-on installation manual, which you can get this, or there's a PDF on their website. And then this is pretty neat. They included a vehicle lifting point guide for 2000 to 21 cars, which doesn't totally help me with all the classics, but it's nice to have it, especially when I'm doing something newer. Just because, you know, in the bottom of a new car, there's not always frame rails, there's pinch welds and all kinds of random stuff, so that's pretty handy to have. So I'm not an electrician, so do your own research for everything, but what I did for myself was I used a 30 amp breaker in here and then ran some of this MC coil all the way down behind everything, ran it up this post over to the lift, and then on this side you can see I attached it through the top, and then I put a junction box here for this cutoff switch, which what that does is turn off the machine if the roof of your car hit that, though I have to worry more about this garage door rail. But again, it's just a safety switch, that way it doesn't crunch your car, because this thing is strong enough to cut your car in half. From there, I put that junction box in, ran this down, which this kind of bugs me because it's a little loose, but I was really trying to avoid screwing into the post itself. I came right here and put in a switch for another emergency cutoff. I was just watching some safety videos about using a lift and installing it and all that kind of stuff, and they highly recommended putting another cutoff, which is just attached to that cutoff up here. As this way, this is just an on button, like a go. And if for some reason, if that button broke and stayed on go and that failed, or for whatever reason, and you couldn't get to the breaker in time, it could crunch your car again. So this way I have an emergency off switch. All right, so I got Bandit on here, ready for the initial lift. Recycling. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna call this one a huge win and a huge success. I am super pumped to have a 2-post lift. It's been a dream of mine ever since I built this shop, and basically it is just gonna open the box to all kinds of cool projects that we can do in the future, from frame off stuff to just bigger projects that I could deal with, you know, playing with jack stands and jacks on the floor, just shuffling around by myself. So this is a total level up. I am super pumped about it. So again, as normal, thank you guys for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have tons of new projects and cool stuff using this in the future. But other than that, my friends, get out there, get wrenching, and take it easy.